Hello YouTubers, favorite here and welcome to the A-Stage Editions MLC Tour de France. Today is going to be the first real mountain test. Let's see who's going to be the strongest today. If we take a look at Sharabmir, the final, I believe it's called Sharabmir. It's called Sharabmir Le Mousselane. And this climb is not very long, it's not very, it doesn't require much climbing abilities, but it's very steep. And the current guy in the first place overall is John Degenkolb. This guy's got 77 hill. I believe John Degenkolb has to be one of the favorites for today's stage. You guys might be saying, oh, I feel like that's a long shot. But today's stage, I really feel like John Degenkolb is in form, and this is going to be one of his last chances to really make a mark, because we all know stage 10 is the La Place du Buffet stage, and Degenkolb is for sure out of contention of that one, so he's got to try to do something. Meanwhile, at the front, Warren Barguil, John Gadre, and Barty Clerc is going in the breakaway. We're seeing lots of Bellassar try to set something up for Romain Bardet today. That's very possible. But I guess the big tell for today's stage is, will Giant Shimano try to control the stage? Will they start to put riders at the front like they've done for every other stage and try to control the race? If they do that, they might be going for a Ruud Degenkolb or the Yates brothers. I mean, they have plenty of guys to choose from. They also have Simon Gerrans. But let's see what they actually end up doing today's stage. It does not look like they're interested in setting the pace whatsoever. So the three guys in the breakaway currently, Barty Clerc, Warren Barguil, and John Gadre. Three riders have been added to the breakaway, and those are Genie, or also Guinness, as I would say, but I know that the handball is saying it's Alexander Genie, I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. It's also Nicky Sørensen, and it's also Robert Gesing, the up-and-coming talent, who will stay an up-and-coming talent until the day he dies. But we're getting ready for this intermediate sprint down the peloton. We see Giant Shimano. They're not controlling the, I guess it's called controlling the pace, but they're not setting the pace. They're just making sure that they don't have too much time on the yellow jersey, because I think that John Degenkolb fancies the yellow jersey for another day. I highly doubt like he's going to lose 7 minutes to the GC contenders. It's more likely he'll lose those 34 seconds to Gilberto Bonin, but losing 7 minutes to Alberto Mollema on these climbs, just don't think it's possible with the form that John Degenkolb is showing he's in. But let's see, we're coming up to the intermediate sprint very soon now, and there are, how many points to sprint for? There are, for 7th place, there's 9 points to sprint for. Alexander Kristoff, another Marcel Kittel, these guys need to sprint for this one to take the points away from John Degenkolb. Let's see if they're actually going to do it. We see Jens de Buscher sitting up here for the first time ever of Orica Green, and she hasn't done much in the sprints. Actually, he's done nothing whatsoever. He's not gotten a single sprint point. Here they go, the 1.5. It's now John Degenkolb's time to start to sprinting now. Is he doing it? No, he's actually not doing it. Why is he not taking the free points? Nobody are taking the points over this finish line right here. Those are some wasted points. Here we go, guys. Are you ready for this? The first set of climbs that really will matter in the tour. These are the first set of climbs that are in the end of the stage that will separate the sheeps from the men. Let's see how they're gonna do. In the breakaway, all these 6 guys are all capable of winning, and with 30 kilometers to go, they have 3 minutes. So I think we'll probably see a guy from the breakaway winning today's stage. So my favorites will definitely be Warren Barguil, Robert Gesing, the up-and-coming talent, and then I have to say, I say Barty Clerc. I think Barty Clerc. He was picked 2nd overall by FDJ. FDJ might have some sort of like inside knowledge about how good Barty Clerc is. He was picked in the 2nd round, so not 2nd overall. He was picked like 2nd pick in the 2nd round or something like that. So he was picked very late, but very early in the 2nd round, but very late in the 1st round, like if you get what I mean. But Barty Clerc, Warren Barguil, and Robert Gesing, those 3 guys will try to do something today's stage, and I think they have a very good chance of winning today's stage, actually, because with 3 minutes with 25 kilometers to go, I think they're gonna hold. I think today's winner will be from this breakaway, and that's to the benefit of John Degenkolb. He's gonna lose less time in this yellow jersey, and he might be able to keep it just for another day when he reaches the mountains if he fights for it. But that is only if he fights for it. He might be forced to work for Fabio Aru. Fabio Aru is also sitting perfectly in the standings, and he might be forced to work for him. But meanwhile, down the peloton with 4 kilometers to the top, we're not seeing anyone set the pace. Like, we're just seeing AJ Tuar at the front with Mick Rogers and Chris Sørensen, but they're not really caring, are they? I mean, they're not really setting the pace. They're not dropping anybody. Meanwhile, in the front, they're still gaining time. These guys are still hanging around those 3 minutes, and they're not attacking or setting the pace or anything either. So it's kind of a stalemate between the breakaway and the peloton, where they don't really know what to do. But I think the peloton has realized that we won't get the stage win. But here goes Barty Clerc. Barty Clerc is attacking this category of 2. He wants to get away. Alexander Guinness is trying to follow him, and so is Nicky Sørensen, the Dane. He wants to do something. He's won a stage in the Tour before, and he wants to try and do it again. There he goes. But Guinness is in the front, and he's actually getting away. He's getting a small gap, but it's flattening out right here. So the other guys will be able to follow up to him now. There goes Barty Clerc. They're all fighting for the points in the overall points classification. But Guinness takes 5. Is it 3 points or 5 points? I believe it was 2. I believe it's only like 3 points actually, or is it 5? It is 5. I stand corrected. Guinness took 5 points right there. Barty Cloak took 3. Gadara took 2. And Nicky Sargent took 1. But now they're going to have a little relax. They're going to have relaxed time. They're going to get the energy bars. You're going to get some water. And they're going to get ready for this next category 3. Which is not as tough lengthwise. But it's actually steeper slope-wise. So we might see them attack. Or they might just get ready for the final climb. Meanwhile, down the peloton, 4 minutes up to the breakaway now. John Shimano has just gone away from the front. They've just realized that the breakaway is not going to take the yellow jersey in today's stage. They're all 20 minutes or more behind, so they're not going to take it from him today. So he's going to keep it for another day. And here again, actually, Barty Cloak and Alexander Ganesh have actually made a gap down to the other 4 contenders, and they're getting a gap. If they can corroborate and get away, this could be the winner right here, either Ganesh or Barty Cloak. Let's see what they can do, though. But as I want to say down the peloton, they're not doing anything. John Shimano realizing they're not going to ride for the stage, and they're just reacting. But here are the first GC guys going. Richie Porte, Roberto Rand, Rui Costa, all attacking. Nobody's reacting to this. Now we see John Shimano going to the front. Rodriguez and Valverde are both sitting up here. They're getting ready for it. Leopold Koenig is also up here. He wants to try and do something. Who's this? Alexander Kristoff. AK-47, this guy never learns. He thinks he can do something in this stage, and he's actually sitting up here. He's got Betancourt on his wheels. He might be waiting for Betancourt, but Alexander Kristoff, if he survives, he's got to be a threat, but I doubt he'll be able to catch up to the guys in the front. They're all scattered out. Look at this. We have 1, 2, and 3 going up. Warren Barguil, first over this category 3. He's looking like the favorite to win today's stage so far. Robert Gissing, John Gooder just behind him. Meanwhile, Nicky Sorensen, Barty Cloak, and Alexander Ganesh are down here, but they're getting caught up by Roberto Rand, Rui Costa, and Richie Porte. But it looks like this 7-man group has caught up. Betancourt and Koenig and Malman in this group. Where is Van Garderen? Van Garderen is down here. Leopold Koenig, his own teammate, has left him behind. Leopold Koenig should wait right here. He should wait for his guy. He should wait for his captain, TJ Van Garderen. Also, Roman Bardet and Alexander Vilmos are falling behind. They should also get up there now. We have a 8-man group here with Aru, but they're getting distanced by Moreno, Daniel Moreno, Rodriguez, and the other favorite group. It looks like this could be the end of the dreams for some of the GC guys. They're just losing too much time. It's very good for Rodriguez. He's making up time now, and he's got his lieutenant Daniel Moreno up here to help him pace. Let's take a look at the front though, with 3 kilometers to go. Juan Barguil. I mean, Roman Bardet loses a minute on their stage, but it does look like Lotto Belisol will take their first stage win in the tour, the MLC Tour de 2014. Warren Barguil is going to be able to raise his arms up in the air and take the stage win. No, actually, John Gadret is very close. If John Gadret keeps up the pace, he could catch him on the line. He's only got 30 seconds and he's catching up to him. But look at this, Gazing, Barty Cloak, Nicky Sorensen, Alexander Ganesh, they're all trying to do something. They realize they're so close to a stage win, but Lotto Belisol, Warren Barguil will take stage 8 into the books. He'll write his name into the history books, and he's going to take a stage win. But I'm more concerned about the GC guys after this. I want to see where they finish, but Juan Barguil, as I said, the foot of this climb, he's going to do the Forrest Gump, he's going to celebrate, he won today's stage. I'm sure Hansel will be glad of this, but I think he'll be concerned about Roman Bardet being far out. But we see down here, we see Rodriguez is coming up here, he might be able to take some time. No, it doesn't look like it, but Costa, Oran, Porter all up here, but look at the guys losing time. Look at the guys coming in. Let's take time. 2:25, it's at 2:25, so when the next guy is finished, we'll see. It's Betancourt, he's going to finish. Already lost a minute right here. They lost a minute and 30 seconds. A minute and 30 seconds to Van Garderen, Bardet, Perrault, Aru, Koenig, Pozzovivo, and so on. That's a huge time loss, but Warren Barguil takes stage 8. The GC is going to be knocked upside down. I'm not even sure if John Degenkolb is still in the yellow jersey. I guess we'll see in a few seconds. Warren Barguil took 51 seconds on John Gadret, a minute and 8 on Robert Gissing. Very interesting right there. And Rodriguez actually managed to take some time on Valverde and Costa in the end, taking 8 seconds. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, Degenkolb has got it. Degenkolb has got it. He only lost like a minute on Rodriguez and company and 2 minutes on Porter, looks like. So it's good for Degenkolb. He's still in this jersey. He's going to be able to keep this one. I kind of thought he'd be able to do something today's stage, but it did not show up that way. So currently, Valverde is sitting very nicely in the GC. Him and Porter and Rodriguez are very closely. Malama, Aru, and Perrault is also looking very good. John Degenkolb extended his lead in the green jersey today. He's 80 points ahead of Demar. Demar needs a couple of stage wins, or Kittel. I mean, anyone but Degenkolb needs to win stages. Having 4 stage wins, putting you very high in the green jersey, puts you way up there in the green jersey classification. Next up is the polka dot jersey, which I still believe is on the lovely man Juan Alfredo. Yes, of course, Juan Alfredo is still in the overall polka dot jersey classification, and I love this man. He deserves it. I hope he gets it in the end. John Degenkolb, of course, still in the white jersey classification. He's going to be able to keep this for a while, unless Aru and Bardet does something. Pinot and Kilderman looks to be out of contention, and I'm not sure Betancourt and Micah are doing. Betancourt could definitely ride a good GC, but it does look like he's riding for a stage victory, and so is Micah. Next up is Oval Team, still for Trek Factory Racing, but Giant Shimano are just behind them. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please leave a like. Please let me hear how you thought your rider did. A very surprising stage win by Warrenberg Gill, but I'm sure Hansball was rather sad by Roman Bardet losing a bit of time right there. He lost a minute and 40 seconds, actually maybe even more, a minute and 50 seconds on Joaquin Rodriguez on a stage like this. That's not very good, but you can pause the video at any point to look for your guys if you want to see where they ended up on today's stage. But thank you guys for watching and see you guys later.